Hey guys, welcome to the Achilles Heel podcast hosted by Sapphire Achilles. I'm here with the wonderful Mr. Organic. Great to have you here, first of all.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
How are you today?
I'm blessed.
Good.
I moved a little slow today. I didn't go to the gym, which threw off my whole algorithm of the day. But it's okay. I'm here. So I love to talk. I love to talk to you. So I'm ready.
Absolutely. Last time we were on his podcast, but this time we are on mine. And I am a little bit more prepared now since I
Okay.
know, how you talk, how you move.
It can be intimidating sometimes. You know what I mean?
Hey, I heard it was. But I think you definitely have a very present,
Yeah.
very your presence is known.
Yeah.
And so a very unique quality, by the way.
Appreciate it.
How do you how do you move and stuff when it comes to your presence and stuff, like especially in relationships?
Yeah. It's a
Does
good
that
question.
intimidate a lot of women?
Yeah, it does because I do demand a lot because I demand so much for myself. And that goes for everything from me mentally to physically to monetarily to spiritually. So it's like I demand that for somebody who rocks with me. And it's like everybody can't, sustain that energy 24/7 like I do. And I get that. So it's kind of hard for somebody to understand a person like me. And I've been this way for so long because I'm an older person. But I never was a person that, okay, I had to stop this to do this, or I never did this, or I did this, No, I just never did certain things, from drinking, never smoking, never been out of shape, always grinded to get money. So it's like I never not did these things. So I live different. And I kind of hold people to that standard. And when they can't do it, I like push them to the side because like, you're not like me, which is kind of bad because I know how rare it is, but fuck it. Look how far it got me. I think it works.
Yeah.
So that's why my energy is like that because I'm dead ass serious. Some people don't take themselves serious enough. I take myself too serious, as I should.
So when it comes to, because I did watch some of your other podcasts, and a lot of women did say, like, you're a little bit more quieter and stuff when you're off the camera and stuff. So I guess you do kind of need that balance sometimes.
Yeah.
So would you say you're like that 24/7, or you also have their downtime?
Yeah, so I'm a very introverted person, like in my real life, in my personal time. And like, so it's not like, because I got this energy, I'm like, talking crazy to people all the time. No, I'm calm. But it's still, I move a certain militant way. So yeah, I'm very introverted. I'm very, tactical on how I move and think and where I put my energy. Like people will see me online and thinking I'm a crazy party guy, but if you pay attention and use your mind for real, you will see I'm in the gym and I'm at the podcast studio. That's it. I'm not doing nothing else because I'm dedicated to those two things. So yeah, it's wild that people really don't dive too deep, but I get it though. It is a crazy infrastructure. You see it initially. So that pull people back and they just see those parts instead of looking deep enough and be like, okay, really listen to what he's saying, really see what he's doing. Pay attention to those things. So yeah, it's a gift and a curse, I would say.
Yeah.
Because they'll think that I'm gonna be all crazy and they be like, damn, you actually calm. Especially women, they think I'm just gonna attack them and want every one of them. And when I'm not doing that, they're like, oh, I thought you were different. Like, no, I'm chilling, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm not on that.
How important do you think discipline is in your everyday life?
It's everything. Like being disciplined, not only physically but mentally. Like where your thoughts at? What are you talking about? What are you consuming knowledge-wise, content-wise? It's extremely important, and especially your day-to-day habits, from what you're eating to working out, to the people that you have conversations with. All that should be disciplined. You shouldn't have a whole bunch of friends. You shouldn't have a whole bunch of conversations just with any and everybody. Like even when you run into people in passing, you should read that energy like, hey, how you doing? Boom. It ain't no, hey, how you doing? How you doing? They're going in a lot of details with innocent bystanders.
Yeah.
No, that shit is poison to me. So discipline is everything, and that's mental and physical is at the highest priority. And those two things that attract what people want the most is the material things and money and success. That can be conjured up through your physical and mental discipline. And I realized that over time.
Yeah.
If you're chasing money, trying to be so disciplined to get some money, it'll throw it off. But if you're doing these things, the things that God gave you, and you're gonna get everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that in when you're reached a certain point of success, a certain point of status, I know the devil tries to attack you.
Oh yeah.
Right. I know there's always going to be obstacles and trials and tribulations that is going to come your way. I want to know, what is one thing you would call a vice, something that you might struggle with.
Yeah. Like recently, I got really rid of it. But it was like, women. Women was one of my vices. Not to no Diddy level, no craziness, but just when I was poor and I was grinding, I was trying to come up. That was my thing that'd get me off, because it's like, damn, I ain't got the money as these guys, but I can have the same women as them. And then I did it so well that it gave me a thrill every time I'm doing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm the king. Like, every woman I'm knocking, they tell I'm the best. I'm doing it. Yeah. So it's like, that was my drug, to chase a new woman and get that thrill of them telling me I'm the man, like I'm the best they ever had and all that. And then on top of that, having the same women that these guys with millions of dollars have, that make me feel good. So that was a vice of mine, even though I never did nothing out of my way. I don't pay for no women and prostitution and none weird shit. I'm not even going on that many dates at all, because I'm still that guy. But it was like, I was giving my energy in places I shouldn't have. I should have been preserving that for the right woman. But I can't really complain about it, because I got so good at it that now when I do got a woman, all the trial and tribulations, all these other women made me so superior. So she got a good blessing now, because I learned how to do a lot of things. So it's a gift and a curse. But at the same time, it's very dangerous for a man and a black man. And I said this before on this last podcast, and I kind of say it all the time, but it's so real, that a successful black man, most of his downfalls will be of women. And I'm not saying women are attacking them, and even though that happens, no, if you're having super lust and you got all this money and fame, you want to have all these women and do all these crazy things, you're going to keep doing crazier and crazier things, it's going to run into a problem eventually. Because, women's going to take it a certain way. And all it takes is one to hit you with an accusation, or you do something that you're not supposed to be doing, and it takes you down. And once again, you could say most of our greats went down to that, especially if they're successful. And so you got to be mindful of that as a black man, for sure.
Yeah. What would you, or if you could talk to all of the men that are struggling with that, what would you kind of tell them?
Man, the most important, potent thing that I always focus on the most was myself. So gaining knowledge, learning things, focusing on things I love and trying to master that and monetize it. Then, of course, physically hitting that gym, knowing your blood type, knowing what to eat, what not to eat, partaking in, great things from medicine to like sea moss and lion's mane, learning all that stuff, baccarat and the black walnut, learn all that stuff is going to make your machine the best machine you could possibly have.
Absolutely.
Because once again, I feel like God rewards you when you take care of what he gave you. Because everything you need, God gives you. Everything you want, you got to earn. So if God give you this body and his mind, you preserve it, you do it right, he's going to give you what you want. So taking care of yourself physically, working out, going on walks, enjoying nature, all that stuff counts. So preserving yourself, working on yourself deep down and making your machine the best machine you can possibly do, that's the most important thing. And then everything else follows. Don't try to chase those outside things. It's going to run you rapid. You're going to go crazy. You're going to be running too fast, trying to chase things that are running away from you when it's right here. See, you chasing stuff. It's leaving. You're trying to catch up to it. When this is the thing you should be working on. It's right here with you every single day. You make this the best, everything else comes to you. And I'm a perfect understanding of that, because that's what I did my whole life. So, yeah.
Do you think a lot of people, because I do notice a lot of people that put themselves in a stage of isolation and tend to work on themselves to a point where they start being standoffish with other people.
Yeah.
How do you balance still showing love and still, being able to serve other people, but also still put yourself in a space of recognition towards self?
Yeah. Having good energy to others is like, it's almost a boomerang effect. If you give people good energy, it comes back to you. Even if it's somebody in passing, like I said, it ain't about having a deep conversation with somebody you just met, but still give them good energy, especially if they're giving it to you, no matter what it is. And I do that mostly when I'm at the gym or I'm outside. People see me eating and stuff, because I'm not around many people. Like, a lot of people will never be in my real personal space, and I designed it that way. But if I'm out in the public, they deserve that. Once again, I'm an extreme introvert. I'm in the house probably 90% of the time. But if I'm outside and I run into people, they wouldn't know it. How I'm going to talk and give it to you, blah, 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 because that's going to feed me later. So I know, and they're going to feed them. It's positive. They're going to talk good about me when I'm gone. So you must have, those good energy, inputs when you're out in the public. And it goes far, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't give them too much, because everybody don't deserve the real you. Everybody don't deserve that pure energy. But definitely stay at a high rate, and it translates.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to your experience with, dealing with a lot of women when you dealt with them, I do probably especially in these areas, or where, Miami, LA, all of these places, I do know that there is a lot of women that will come for you, especially women that see you for status and success and things like that. how has that kind of tainted your view on women, if they tainted it at all?
I would say it never really tainted my view on women. I always understood women from an early age because, thank God, I always was attractive to women. Women always found me funny and handsome and all this good shit my whole life. So I never had to reconfigure my thought patterns of women. I knew what they were my whole life. And I don't put them all in the same box. And not what women feel like men do, and sometimes men do that. I don't. If I'm talking about some whores and tramps, that's who I'm talking about. I know where they at. I know it's plenty good women than the women I attract that I worry about. And that's the differentiation between me and most people. Yeah. And what happens is women will say like, okay, I don't like this type of guy, right? They be like, I don't like a guy with kids, or they just want to throw their money around, but they end up being with one of them guys all the time. Yeah. So if I say I don't mess with OnlyFans girls you will not see me with them like being my woman. It'll never happen. Yeah. So that's the difference. I know how to direct my energy to the right women and the right situation. Now, I have my fun with them, but you ain't going to be my woman walking around with me going to goddamn eat steak and goddamn parasailing. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not getting that. Yeah. I know how to differentiate it. So that's the difference. And I never had a problem with women. I never had a combative situation with women in my life. So that's what I don't like, too, when people see my content. They thinking I'm mad at women or I'm no, listen to truly what I'm saying. Like, even on my most viral clips, if you listen and don't take it personal and listen to the whole thing, you will get what I'm saying. Yeah. So, like, one with Desirable Truth, they asked me, like, my body count and all that. Oh, I'm a man, so it's already weird. Don't be worrying. It don't matter. So, but if you listen, most people get so mad, like, oh, but they didn't listen to the whole thing. For one, I never said a number. I said my body count is unlimited. I'm not keeping track of that. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, whatever I'm doing, I'm doing. I'm not sitting here with a calculator because it don't fucking matter, right? But at the same time, I said, once you have success like I have dick discipline. I'm not here just having all these women. That's over with. That ain't cool to me no more. That jig is up. You know what I mean? But people didn't even get to the end of the conversation because they were so triggered by me saying that it's unlimited. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. It's about putting your energy in the right way and knowing who you're giving your energy to. Every woman don't deserve that type of energy. Most of them deserve positive energy. It's a lot of great women out here, and we should salute them more. But we in social media where negativity and those type of combative conversations go the most viral. And once again, this is our business. Yeah. I do this for a living. I talk. So I'm not going to be in my personal life and walking the street talking like this to everybody. Yeah. But I'm on here. I got to give what's going to feed that content. But at the same time, look at the whole synopsis of the situation. You know what I mean? We love our women. But there's a lot of whores and embarrassing bitches out here, too. We're going to roast them. You know what I'm saying? They deserve it. They got to.
Okay, so what is a good woman to you?
Man, see, a good woman is very supportive, intelligent, spiritual, creative, got discipline, ambition, hardworking, like all of the above. She's grounded and very, and not even like humble, but just like, intentional in how she move and who she gives her energy to. So it's like that's what I like, and a pure, sweet, good woman. Just a good ass feminine woman, you know what I mean? Yeah. It just goes far for me, you know what I mean? And have her own shit going on, but understand that the man is the one. And that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. You should look at your man like, I got a real fucking superhero here. I really got Bruce Wayne at the house. How can I make this shit better? Yeah. Like, I got an opportunity of lifetime to build a unlimited generational situation with this person. How can I make this best for him? Like, he gonna help me too, but he is the leader of the house. He's the one that runs this pride. What can I do to better that? And at the same time, what can I do to better myself? That's how it works for me. You know what I mean? And most people don't see it that way. I do, because I hear all these conversations of alpha males. They want the woman that. I just never understood that. Yeah. I ain't no alpha male motherfucker. I'm an ultra male. I just can't handle I can't handle a woman that's at the house just being fucking orphan Annie and just at my beck and call. Like, God damn, like, she can have some shit going on too. You don't trust her. You ain't got enough balls to be like, even if she got her own money too, that she still gonna listen to you. Yeah. I feel like that's the ultimate sign of a man. If a woman got some shit too and she's still listening to you, you still the boss. Now you that nigga. Like, if you got a woman that ain't got shit, she there sitting in the house and goddamn making pancakes all day. Like, well, of course she ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you got to be man enough to have that situation too. That's how I always felt. So that'll work for me.
I think one thing that, a lot of people would say is an unpopular opinion nowadays would be when it comes to the adored and the adorer, a lot of women would want a man to just adore her, right?
Right.
But when it comes down to it, if you really look at it, if the adorer is always looking up at the adored, I don't think any woman would really want to be like looking down on a man and be like, oh yeah, like that's my man.
Right.
You know? And I think a lot of women, to the contrary, do want to look up at her man and be the adorer. Because, I mean, nobody wants to really look up and be like, it's really an accomplishment to be able to say, this is what I got. Because they're the adorer is the one who experiences the fluctuation of emotions, all of the, you know, I'm in love, I'm all of this stuff. And I think that a lot of women claim to not want to be the adorer, but they do.
Of course they do. Because they always, end of the day, like we always say, they always going up, right?
Absolutely.
So how can you go up the ladder and pick a person that's above you in all these attributes, and then he should be looking down at you like you're the queen of all queens? Yeah. When you pick the guy that's above you in every category for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just an ego thing, I feel like, and it's okay, but let's be realistic here. Like, you're gonna pick a guy that's a supreme being, treat him accordingly, and you're gonna be taken care of. Don't feel like you're less than because you picked a person that's more than. No, it's okay. I got you. Yeah. The shit that you don't got, I do, and you with me now, so you got it too. Yeah. That's how you should look at it. Not looking like I ain't finna be chasing them nigga. So what's going on there? You got less money than me. I'm disciplined. I'm working out. I'm eating my food right. You don't know none of this shit. You don't know about no green juice. You don't know about no getting grounded, putting your feet in the grass. You don't know none of this shit. Yeah. You come to me and I show you all this, and I'm not the A side of the situation. How dare you play with yourself like that? And I got you. I'm gonna take you on the path with me. Why are you being apprehensive? What happened to you in your life? Who done you this way? I didn't do nothing. I want the best for you here. Right. Come on, relax. Yeah. But these are the women that haven't been in a position to get the right guy. See, what they went for was the guy with just some money, and that was kind of cool, and that's why they fell into that problem, because they were belittled and pushed to the side. Because you chose that guy. Once again, it's your choice. If you chose the right guy that's spiritually balanced and grounded and understand that I'm gonna treat this woman right, because you ain't vexed the guy, you never got to that type of guy. You might got a high-level guy with some money and probably cool, but he ain't got the other intangibles with the integrity, the balance, the love, and all the other shit that women and most people don't even talk about. They be like, oh, you missed that part. No, you need to pay attention to that part heavy. And they got the other shit, that's a blessing. But you need to look at those intangibles first, and people skip over that, and that's the problem.
So do you think that eventually in your life you would be able to settle down with one woman?
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially now, like my focus is so fundamentally grounded on being the most successful person I could be. So like having that comrade, having that person by my side will elevate that to the highest level. You know what I mean? And I ran into some situations that is like, damn, if I had a woman by my side at this time, you know, probably like years ago, I probably would have elevated. But I was so focused on, you know, just being happy and doing what I want to do. I wasn't disciplined on certain things. So that what a woman will bring to a man. And also that gives you in more doors when you have a woman, like business-wise and opportunities, because they can trust you more. You're not as out. And then, you know, a person like me, in shape, shit, looking good and all that, these old white dudes want to do business, now you going to fuck their wife. You know what I'm saying? Their girlfriend going to be looking at this motherfucker like, damn, I want that. You know what I mean? And I'm a single man. They be like, he can still do that, you know? But if he got some on his side and it shows his stability at home, that shows him stability in business. So most definitely it's something that is that's on a horizon at the highest level, but you know, in due time we'll see.
Do you think men with one woman or men with several women are more respected?
In totality, in reality, and not just in the urban culture or bullshit culture, we talking about totality of the earth. A man with one woman is more respected. A man with one woman goes the furthest. You know, those are the most millionaires and billionaires are married. One woman man. Now I don't know if they cheating and shit. They might still be sneaky as fuck. We never said that's not an equation. Because a lot of these numbers are done by white folks, and we know white folks are the sneakiest motherfuckers in the world. They lying on these polls and shit. So who doing these numbers? We can't trust these sons of bitches.
Doing these numbers.
You know what I'm saying? They stole New York from the Indians for a handful of goddamn green beans and shit. We can't forget that. You know, Total gonna give you. We're gonna do a deal with them, and they broke every fucking deal they ever did with my Indian folks. So we can't trust these motherfuckers. But yeah, I just think overall, though, of course, you know, overall. You know, a one woman, one man household does the best, you know, and people got to stop looking at the top of the top and you thinking like you're going to be the super Negro and a person with all the attributes. It ain't too many people got all these attributes to think they can have different women and shit. Yeah. Most of these guys, if they are successful and they married, they got to pay for the other girl. They nerds and weirdos. They ain't get no bitches like that. You ain't that nigga. You're a weak lame. You ain't no motherfucker walking around and women want you, motherfucker. They want your money. So, like, they don't even count. You know what I mean? So, like, Stop it. They be looking at the 1% of 1% individuals and thinking that's overall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Motherfucker, because they be like, I'm in Miami. I see all these Rolls Royce. Yeah, bitch, we in Brickell. That's where you're seeing that. It's a full Miami. Go to the other side, Opalaka and all them. Ain't no car. Yeah. It's a whole city. Stop just looking at one portion. That motherfucker minds is minuscule, man. Right. That should be pissing me off. Even though I am a 1% person, I still understand totality of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, motherfucker, like, oh, Miami. Not knowing it's Florida. It's a whole goddamn state. You forget all them little bummy-ass towns and shit all through this motherfucker. They just skip over that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? They talk about Nevada, you only know Las Vegas. You know, it's a whole bunch of desert shit out there. We got to think about totality. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Motherfucking little trailer parks and all this shit with people that live there that's living happy. Yeah. Stop thinking you a king of the fucking the world. You're a regular person, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I think deeper. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I take myself out of situations, even though I'm an outliner, I know what I am, what I accomplish, but we got to look at real human being life and got to understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that it is okay for women to marry for financial stability rather than love?
I think that shit is totally embarrassing, and it's a travesty.
But you know it's been going on since, like, the beginning of time.
Yeah, and that's done a different way when it's like, your family is involved, right? So if you're talking about...
Like arranged marriages?
Yeah, arranged marriages type situation. That's mostly that was taking place back then. And I can understand that. That's structure. You got this family, because you ain't finna fuck it up. Like, this is going to be the whole bloodline. Dad going to come in there and cut your fucking ears off and show you. You ain't listening to this man? Cut her motherfucking ears off. I'm going to do it for you. So you better listen to this motherfucker. This is the money. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like that no more. So back in those times, yes, it worked. If you got, even like Muslim cultures and all that shit, for the most part, they still do that. And it works because it's structure within it, even though it might not be the best for the person individually, but overall it works. But we're talking about America and these hoes that's trying to come up on somebody. Then we go to the rates of 70% of marriages are initiated by women, 60% of them fail. This is failing across the board. If 40% work, that's an F in any category of life. So evidently, if you're going for that, it's not working. So it's expensive as fuck. I get all that. You know what I mean? But I think if you're going for real intangible things like love and caring and know the person for real, I think that's a better, happier life. Are you going to be rich and have all these fun? Probably not. But are you happy? Is it successful? Are your kids together? Are you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing it for? Just to be comfortable in finance, but everything else is uncomfortable, from your happiness to your physical, to the kids, to your family in bickering and all this shit just because you're there for some money. You got to look deeper than that. And that's what people sign up for, is transactional situations. Then it gets devastated and they don't know where it came from. Yeah, you went for the wrong thing, you know? The root of all evil is the love of money. So think about it. If the root of all evil is the love of money, not money, the love of money. And if you're marrying for money, you're marrying the money. It's going to go bad. And that's why they go bad. So I feel like it's a shame, you know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, and I think a big misconception, too, a lot of women have is they think that they're going to get the love along with the success, especially because they want this modern, traditional marriage. They want this kind of comfortable lifestyle, but they don't realize the time that's going to be extracted away from the relationship once, you know, they do that. Because a man that is going to be providing for absolutely everything plus more, his time is not going to be there for her. Right. So I think that, you know, my question to a lot of women would be, is it worth it?
Yeah. You want to sit in the tower like Rapunzel? You got a full castle, and you just sitting looking out the window of the castle because he ain't going to let you go out because you know what I'm saying? That's what they be doing. I knew plenty of women. Like, once again, I lived a life that should be written in books, how I had all these women and done it. I fucked with women that was with millionaire guys. They fucking miserable. Sitting in 16,000 square foot homes, Ferraris all outside. They can't even go nowhere. They want to have fun. They hate this big fat belly motherfucker that's their husband. You know what I'm saying? He's an asshole to her because he knows she there for the money. He ain't stupid. He's a smart motherfucker. So he gonna treat you any type of way. And then that's what you signed up for? Fucking misery. When you should have found somebody you really love. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it though, because you know that money is a motherfucker. It'll fuck. Finances do ruin a lot of marriages. But once again, you gotta be in it together. So if we have an understanding and having a plan before we just jump into a marriage, we will work that out and understand that we in this for life. We're going to figure this shit out. We ain't here just playing around. We got a plan. People don't do shit with a plan and objective of success and glory. They're just doing it for the time being. So that's what people fuck up at. So that's why I'm taking my time with my life. I ain't rushing nothing. Yeah. They're like, oh, you 40-something, you ain't married. That sound like I'm smart to me. I ain't fucked up yet. I ain't do the shit y'all did. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of positive, good marriages. All my closest friends is married. My brother is married. My two best friends are married. You know what I'm saying? And then the people I'm around. So I seen it work. But hey, I'm taking my time. I'm different than them. You know what I'm saying? I'm organic. I'm a little different, you know?
Okay, so what's worse? A woman with no father or a woman with a weak father?
Damn, that's a good question. What's worse? I say a woman with no father, because at least you got a father there, you know, with some type of intangibles. Like, at least you know what a man looks like at the home. You know what I mean? Like, at least you got a look of a husband and wife and mom and dad situation. When you have no guidelines, nothing to go off of, you just out there to the wild. So now you listen to friends and looking at TV and social media and just running into a father-like situation looking for a man. And that's how you get taken advantage of. That's how you get, you know, swindled for the most part. So even if he's a weak dad, at least you got a dad, you know? Because once again, we know that fucked up our black communities. We had no dads around, you know what I mean? So we had to learn our own. A lot of us made it out. You know, God is great that we found our way, but it'd been a lot easier and better for us if we had some type of nigga in the crib, at least an uncle or some shit. All these niggas running around going in jail, like we had nothing. So we had to figure this shit out, and which we have. So they had a 400-year head start. We catching up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They forget that part.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? We're only 100 years in. And then that, like I said, it was like the 80s when we really got, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to give y'all 100 years. Right. We got 300 more. All y'all women want us, so all your little white kids, they turning black, and all your little white kids growing up want to be like us anyway. So we got y'all. We got 300 years.
Yeah, and I also heard a lot of women, especially in the black community, we try to have the same expectations for black men and want them to have the same success as the white man.
Right.
Because we see all of these, you know, the image and stuff that a lot of these portray, and we expect that, but we don't realize that a lot of them are, you know, they had a head start.
Yeah. And we got to respect
in America.
Yeah,
right
in
now.
America, and that's where we at. And once again, I'm not mad at that. It is what it is. We're going to overcome this shit. I ain't even tripping. But we got to be, you know, conscious of what took place. Stop like it don't matter. It does matter. Point blank period, it fucking does. But look at the expedited situation we're growing. When I was a kid, it was 70% of black households had no father, and now we like one of the number one minorities with fathers. Look at the time. Look what's going on. We're going to catch it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't caught up in the situation of being back in the day, all that shit. That shit happened, okay, cool. But watch what we doing now. It's going to continue to progress. We ain't tripping. But we can't compare ourselves to people that been having this structure in their country, basically, for a 400-year head start. We can't forget that. Say what the fuck you want. It's true and it's facts. But we're going to catch it, though. You know what I mean? It's taking its time. But when it comes to fruition, they going to remember. You know what I'm saying? They did that to us. Now look what we done to them. Yeah. We're going to treat them good. Because we are kind-hearted people. Right. You know what I'm saying? They merciless. Yeah, for real, though. But we ain't that to ourselves, but we nice to them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They could walk through the hood. Nobody do shit to them. I walk through that motherfucker. It's over. They'll try to tear my motherfucking head off. They want all this shit. You know what I mean? They going to do me dirty. So, but I ain't been tripping. You know, in due time, we're going to see who's going to be at top. You know, the ones that started will be the ones that finish, and that's us.
What do you think about dating apps?
Oh, man, dating apps. For the average human being, I guess it's cool. You know what I mean? Because, you know, outside it's kind of crazy because it's difficult just to run into a good, wholesome person besides like the gym or interacting like that. And on top of that, a lot of people haven't been social in a long time through Instagram. And, of course, the pandemic really pushed it back about 5 years. So, like, dating apps work for the average person. For a person that's really a cool, real-life person, you cheating. Like, I know some of my homies on dating apps, they run through the whole world on them shits cheating. Like, they should not be on this shit. You know what I'm saying? They real deal cool niggas in real life on a dating app. I'm looking for love. No, the fuck they ain't. Scamming the bitches straight out their drawers. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of wrong, but I kind of get it too. You know what I mean? But it's cheating. You know what I mean? But for the average human being, they got to find a way to break that ice. And I heard like a lot of marriages and a lot of, you know, good relationships came through dating apps. I mean, even Instagram basically like almost a dating app now.
Yeah, I feel like social media is a dating app.
Yeah, for sure. Because you can see the whole profile, you know what I mean? So
it's the resume.
Yeah, so damn right, especially do it right. And it could be, you know, definitely a door opener and an icebreaker. But yeah, I think it's good for most people overall. But real deal dating apps, you're paying, Match.com and all that, use a goofball, you know what I'm saying? But it's more goofballs in the world than regular people, so do what you got to do, brother. But the shit is embarrassing, really, to be truthful. Like, you know what I mean? If a chick is on a dating app, hey, what you doing on there? Because especially like you gonna run to a guy you really like, if he's on there, like a person like me is on a dating app, Match.com or whatever the fuck that shit is, baby, you fucked up. Why you matching with me? I'm finna get you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that pussy. I'm here for your heart. You know what I'm saying? You fell for that shit? I'm trying to find love. I've been, gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I know guys that do that shit, and I get it, though. But women, it be a lot of top-level women on there because it's difficult, especially for, like, successful, beautiful women. Like, really, it's a lot of women. Like I said, I seen one of my homeboys that do that shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, she on there? It be actresses and top-level people. Like, what the fuck? Women be desperate for a real motherfucker, man. I get it, though. It's tough. It's hard for women.
What do you think's hard about it?
Because to be real, once again, we got to be real, you know? Their expectation is too high for who they are and what they really bring. So their expectations are so high, they want to reach for the stars. So they put themselves in a predicament of running to guys that really not for them.
Like, what does that look like, though? Like, reaching for the stars?
Yeah, so it's like, if a woman doesn't have, once again, they're always reaching up. So it's like, and then regular people coming up to her, regular good guys that have regular stable jobs, they looking them down like, man, you ain't got this, you ain't got no money, you ain't tall. That's 1% of humans you're really trying to calculate into one person. Yeah. So they calculations is off social media and TV and all this shit. So when regular people interact with them, they feel like they beneath them. When you're really on who the fuck are you? You're really on the same level as this guy. He might be over you in a lot of shit. But they want goddamn all the organic mans. Like, you don't want that, baby. You ain't built for that. So that's the problem. The expectation is so high, not even fitting their own criteria for themselves. So that's the problem, I feel like. That's why all the women on them dating apps, and it's so hard for them, because their expectations is too high for reality.
Do you think love matters more than compatibility or lifestyle?
Yeah, that's a good question. Love is dangerous, you know, because people could love you for the wrong things. So compatibility is the most important thing, I feel like. Compatibility and loyalty and trust, that goes further than love, because you can love anything and still fuck it over. You can love something too much and do too much, you know. But if it's compatible, you got real loyalty and trust, and you really, you know, got that respect for me, I think it goes further than love. You know, love is very dangerous, and it takes down a lot of things when you just go off of love. So that compatible shit is where it's at for me, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I can love you from afar, but if I'm compatible with you, I need that right now. I need that on my lap. You know what I'm saying? Shit, turn that way. You know what I'm saying? Let me look.
So when it comes to compatibility, do you think that at least some traditional roles can still have their place in this modern society?
Hell yeah. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, when I say, because a woman got to earn for me, to me, be provider and all that shit, right?
How?
Like, I'm not just gonna be doing this for any other girl I'm talking to. Like, you really got to earn that shit, because I worked my whole life for this. Who the fuck are you? Right?
How does one woman earn that?
Through the compatibility, through the trust, and through the time spent, you know, through battle testing and all that. You know, I see you really there for me. I'm really there for you. That's how, you know, then you can earn that. It's not just given from the beginning, because that could be misled. And a lot of women get misled by that, and they wonder why they're in the predicament they are. Because, I like to be a provider. You taking providing from a person you don't even fucking know? How stupid is that? You just met me, and I'm doing all this stuff for you. Now you love me. Yeah. Bitch, I played you. I got plenty of money. Yeah, like, here you go. And you thinking, and then
chump change.
Chump change. You went for some chump change, because that was you just going for, the provider and the protector. But think about it, though. Think about this, which is funny. Because they say those two things, right? Yeah. But I hear them never really standing on the protector part. That just sound good because they go together. When a nigga really protects you for something, you ain't even caring about that, but you worrying about the provider, the buddy part. Stop saying protector. Because when have you been in altercation like, I need a guy that's really going to stand? Stop it. You don't even care about that shit. It be a dweeb motherfucker that can't protect you from shit, but he got some money. That's what you really want. You just want that first piece. Stop trying to put both of them in the equation. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be playing with me. You think about it.
That's a fact.
They can't protect you from shit. Nerd motherfucker got the Bugatti, or you fucking with him. He got the front. He can't fucking bust a grape. You know what I'm saying? But he can provide for the orchard for the grapes. You like that. Stop it. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn. So that be tripping me out. You know, like, people don't go deep enough, you know? And it's like, man, but yeah, to earn that provision, you have to be mine. You have to truly, I can believe in whatever, even if, because if something does happen, are you going to help me to build it back up to provide for you again? Or once it goes down, you're just going to leave me to die. You think that's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he can't do it no more. He fucked up. I'm out. Damn. I really was giving you my all. You left me at the bottom? So I just feel like a woman has to be, you truly know she's there for you no matter what, and I got you. Because I know you got me. Even if it ain't monetarily, everything else you got me on. But if it does happen that way, I'm going to need you to help me get back, and I got us. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like. And everybody ain't built like that. So that's why you shouldn't just do that for everybody. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Pay attention to your surroundings. You know what I mean? Look at people's integrity and characteristics. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's different. It's difficult these days because I get it because it's so hard. It is hard. Like, financially, shit ain't no joke. I see why people going to Thailand and shit. I be thinking about that shit. I be getting my money. I be like, damn, I could be out there living. But I went through ups and downs and understand it. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But it's like, I'm in it for the fight, though. I don't want to take the easy route out. I don't want to just tap out in life. I want to really be a glorious individual. So I signed up for that. And everybody ain't built for that. But I don't need nobody around me that's going to slow down that process or try to hinder that process. If they're going to add to it, or they got to get the fuck on. Yeah. Simple and plain.
You think it's true that men mess with beauty but marry behavior?
Most definitely, for sure. Like the smart ones.
You think so? Okay, the smart ones for sure.
You know what I'm saying? The smart ones. But once again, if we're gonna go overall in the successful man category, they do want that. Like I can't take away from the fact that most of successful men do want a stay-at-home wife that's pretty, takes care of the kids, and cook and clean and shit. Overall, the successful man does want that. Me, fuck no. But they do, you know what I mean? Because most of these dudes were nerds their whole life. They got money. Now they want the pretty girl. I've been having pretty girls since 3rd grade. They was giving me their ants on the log, no homo sapien. Oh, you want this? They brought that to me, their fruit snacks. I was 3rd grade with the fruit snacks and the lollipops and all that. You know what I mean? Valentine's Day, the cars, when he signed them, I had Jarvis like this, locker. You understand me? Yeah. They put the little teddy bear by my locker. Who did this? I been this guy. I'm sorry. So I can't fall for no beauty. Like I'm saying, I look damn good too. So shit, hey, where we at here? I look good for damn self. So beauty ain't never overwhelmed me. But most guys never had a beautiful woman. Never had a bad woman that's gonna suck the motherfucking skin off that dang and stand up on it the wrong way and you can look at it all type of hexagon moves and shit. Yeah, they never experienced that shit. So they like, woo, I'm in the promised land. So they gonna do whatever they can do to keep that motion going because the majority of them never experienced it. So yeah, overall, a guy will go for beauty, but that's why, marriages don't work, relationships don't work. It's fucking stupid. Yeah. Look at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Go for a real woman with substance. Yeah. A real guy gonna go for a 6'7" and love you and do things for you and understand you for real. They gonna go for that over that beauty. That shit's superficial. Because most of it is makeup. Most of it is fillers and lip. They ain't even their real DNA. Right. The shit you're liking ain't even really them. Yeah. That the doctor did that. Man, I can't like that shit. I can't. Yeah. I just can't accept it.
Yeah, your kid's not gonna look like
right. So you fucking up my whole gene pool because you fooled me. And then the kids come out looking crazy. Now I got to start them off early with the goddamn, especially a daughter. Like, at least a guy don't matter. He'll get some money, get in shape, brother. He'll be cool. Most niggas don't look good anyway, that people say. So we ain't worried about you, brother. But the girl, she come out fucked up. Her life. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Damn, you did that to my daughter, you bitch. I might gotta go to jail. Why you give my daughter this DNA, bitch? I didn't know that you was in the doctor office all this time, Frankensteined up. And you done gave my daughter this fucked up DNA. Bitch, I got to kill you. Come here, motherfucker. I'm about to go to jail. I'm about to die.
I actually seen, there was an article about a man actually suing his wife.
Oh, yeah, the Chinese man. I done seen him. Yeah, they ain't no play.
I was like, dang.
And he won.
Yep.
Because that's wrong. Why'd you do that?
Yep. That's
listen, you better come with a whole, what's that, like Carfax of all the shit you done. You know what I'm saying? I need before and after before we make some kids. I need to see your real DNA. Because this shit dangerous.
Yeah, let me see them baby pictures.
Right. I didn't make this whole time, and my mom put together a good DNA sample to go with something that ain't messing with me. We're going to fuck it up. That's why I ain't had no kids yet. I can't trust these women. They're going to fuck up my genes. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. Like, my son come out looking all weird, red, freckle-faced motherfucker. Like, you never said goofball, jaball. I'd be pissed off. And my daughter looking on them saying not need and all that, buck-toothed. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, cross-eyed. Oh, no. Well, she had the cross-eye surgery. I didn't know. No. Ain't tell me that my kid, it's a gene.
I didn't even know there was a cross-eye surgery.
Yeah, it is. And then my kid come out cross-eyed and shit, and you ain't tell me you was cross-eyed. You got the surgery. See what I'm saying? I don't be, there's too much shit going on.
Yeah.
Don't give me an AI woman and make a kid. I sure they could do that. They got the incubators in them now. I'm thinking about doing that.
Do you think masculinity is in a crisis, or is it just evolving?
Man, you mean good or bad? What you think?
Both.
Like a crisis.
Oh, bad, I would say.
Say it's bad, like over masculine now.
Yeah. Or do you think it's like lack masculinity?
Yeah. Okay. So let's go with the lacking first. Most definitely, because once again, most of these guys are going after the wrong things, right? So they're just chasing the money. They're not chasing the intangible things that's going to build a man character, principles, morality first, instead of just because they feel like once they get the money, now I'm the man.
Yeah.
Now I shoot myself up with steroids. Now I'm you ain't do no fucking real work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You cheating. Like, you know, for it's just like women doing all this plastic surgery shit. If a motherfucker shooting themselves up with steroids and thinking they cool and they in shape, bro, you're on drugs. You're addicted to drugs, you fucking idiot. Like, unless you're doing bodybuilding and getting money, I ain't tripping. Get your money. But if you're a regular person and you're taking all these fucking drugs for the rest of your life to look like something that's fake, come on, champ. We all work out. So if you looking crazier and we in the gym at the same time, you doing way less. What are we talking about, bro? You're addicted to drugs. That shit ain't real. That's a problem. So, like, people got to understand, you got to chase the real things, the real dedication, the real discipline, real morality, real integrity things. Then you get the money and you add on to it. Then you have the real person. So people are adding on to the wrong things of life and just chasing money and the facade of things instead of going through the whole trial and tribulation of earning. Yeah. You don't deserve nothing. You got to earn this shit. So people, it's fucked up because once they get it, they feel like they're the man and they treating people a certain way that they know they wouldn't want to be treated like if they didn't have the success, you know? So it is a problem, and how people, you know, come across to others is very important to me. You know, how you treat people is how you should want to be treated. And I work on that a lot. So that's the masculine part that's fucked up. Even though you want to be a man, you got to be a warrior, got to be a boss. You got to stand on something. Got to have, you know, that line that shouldn't be crossing. You got to, you know what I mean? Motherfucker got to know you can't die, play with me. That has to be there at all times. So as a man, but you should direct it in the right way. You know, your defense should be better than your offense. Yeah. So you should be calm and cool, but when it's time, boom, you know, not just walking around all the time like, what the fuck is you doing? That's dangerous. You're going to fuck up the whole situation. You know what I mean? You're going to go to jail, kill somebody, or somebody will kill you for what? Yeah. Relax. It's all good, brother. Step on my shoe, God bless you. I'll wipe it off. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if you step on my shoe, say, fuck you, then I got to, you know, bang, I got to be in court with a tuxedo on, lying. You know what I'm saying? You threatened my life, you know? But, yeah, it's a problem. But on the other side, I feel like it is a rise in good masculinity, though. Like, men are knowing their worth. Men are understanding the objective of being a boss and having independent thinking and independently financially strong. All that stuff is at an all-time high, too. So that's very important. Yeah, like, yeah, I feel like it through social media, of course. You know, people understand influencing and having their own business, credit funding, and having their own car wash businesses, pulling up. There's a lot of shit I've seen that I've never seen before that is very important to me as a man. I think being independent, especially financially and thinking-wise, is very masculine, you know. And even like I said, with the diets and people understanding how to work out, all that stuff is at an all-time high, too. So I think it goes both ways. But if people lean more, they lean more to the positive and do this part right, I feel like we'd be in a better society. How you feel?
Well, I think when it comes to masculinity and stuff like that, I think it's actually more on a decline, only because I think that they're kind of targeting men especially, and families in general when it comes to the food that we eat, the water that we drink, the air that we breathe. I think that they're targeting the masculinity because they know that men are the foundation and the rock of the household. Yeah. So I think it's really unfortunate, but especially with the AI, because it's so convenient for people nowadays. Unfortunately, I think that it's making this world soft.
Yeah. I mean, okay, if you're on that type of accord, I mean, certain things is weird now, you know, from it's okay to goddamn be with another man type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they put that out there everywhere, right? Them are our biggest creators. You see, if they dressing with some big old bell bottoms and a pink shirt, like, they go viral, you know what I'm saying? If you a structured real, that's why I always say, like, I was capped, right? Because when I first came out, there was no strong black man on Instagram, YouTube like that, especially YouTube. There was no, 8 years ago, you can't pull up no real black figure that was being successful and talking about working out, drink water, eat fruit, and having Ferraris and shit. There was nobody that was doing that at that level. So I feel like I was capped off. Because I remember I met 19 Keys, shout out to 19 Keys. Like, he's an individual that should be way bigger, right? But he's on positive shit. It's a cap. He should be fucking everywhere, right? Yeah. How the fuck he's not? because you a black man being real, they're going to put a cap on you. We still going to get our money. We still going to be good, but we should be way better. Yeah. We shouldn't be these little guys who fucking trolling people down the street and all this dumb shit and doing pranks shouldn't be bigger than us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It makes no fucking sense.
And they're not really doing nothing either.
So where is...
For no reason.
But they push that though. You know what I'm saying? Fart pranks and goddamn.
Look in the toilet, motherfucker.
Come on, and they out of here to 100 million views. What the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about drinking water, eat fruit. They cap you because that is more sellable. And then when I talk to him about it, I'm like, bro, how the fuck wasn't I the biggest? I'm getting all this energy and shit. Like, bro, you was telling motherfuckers to drink water, eat fruit, work out, start their own business, believe in themselves. You fucking up everything. You fucking up the alcohol. You fucking up the weed distribution and keep them high. You fucking up people working for people. Nigga, they don't need to hear no nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Those tall, good looking in shape nigga tell the motherfuckers to be like him. Shit, that's fucking up the ecosystem of their bag. Yep. They need that. Drill music and all this dumb shit, killer. They make your songs go viral and go number one for killing people, then they arrest you for killing people once you get all the money.
It's crazy.
Every motherfucker I know that was a successful drill artist, and they really was they all in jail. Ricos, all of them, from every state.
Yeah, most of the artists and stuff, they don't even write their own music. They sign contracts and stuff for propaganda. And
for sure.
It's crazy.
Yes. And
crazy.
So, like, all that shit is true. Like, I get what you're saying, because if people really was sturdy, like, even how, you know, they the women they have and how they allow them to talk to them and treat them, and they're not really growing these women. They just allow them to be, you know, how they be. It is crazy. It's a problem. But also, like I say, I'm optimistic. So I don't like looking at negative and pushing it at the highest. I don't want to be pessimistic on things. So I want to look at the good in things and say, boom, I can see that, because that's what I see. Because I like to see the positive. So, but the other side is there too, and it's a damn shame. You know, it's heavy actually. You see it everywhere. So we'll see. Hopefully the tide will turn. You know, we just got to keep planting them seeds of greatness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think men and women can be friends?
I say at a business level. You know what I mean? Like, on a personal, hell no. Don't be coming around me fine and all that, trying to be my friend. I'm gonna try you. But if it's on some business shit and we doing business, I could be cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But just on some, I just met you in the street or something, like, fuck no. But when it comes to business, yes, it has to be that way, because you don't want to fuck up the business. You don't want to fuck up opportunities of making things bigger over, you know, personal lust situations. But yeah, no. I know if it's business, yes. No. Outside of business, fuck no. Like, nah, motherfucker thinking about cracking that thing for sure. Nigga is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no question about it. I don't give a fuck who they friends are. They thinking about that motherfucker for sure, especially on the guy side. Like, a girl they know, but they gonna be naive to the fact, like, oh, you're just my buddy. And you be like, it could be like, for instance, you have a person that's your so-called friend for 10 years. You know them 10 years. I could run into him at the gym. Like, you know Sapphire? Sapphire? Like, yeah, that's your friend. Like, yeah. I mean, you still hit that. Yeah, of course, nigga. I just met him 2 seconds ago. He'll tell me the truth. He been cool with you 10 years. You never thought that, never heard of it. That's how niggas is. Yeah. That's how we operate. You know what I'm saying? So, no.
But I feel like most of the time women do know. They just choose not to.
Of course, the delusion of grandeur. We know how women love the delusion of world, the Lululand. They love it. They know goddamn
That's their favorite word nowadays. I ain't gonna lie.
Because it's so real. Like, and I didn't realize how real it was. So you really have these conversations with you. Like, I had a girl on my podcast yesterday. Shout out to her, KJ. And she was telling me all this high-level shit. She does this. I ain't want a guy like this, blah, blah, blah. I would never this. And I said, okay, what was your last relationship? It was a guy with 4 baby mamas, and he was in the NBA. And I was like, what the fuck? All this high-level shit you just told me is out. You was with him, when was this? 6 months ago. 6 months ago? What the fuck? There's no way you thought that was going to be a real relationship. 4 baby mamas, a young nigga in the NBA fucking all pussy across the world, and you thought it was going to settle with you? Just you lying.
I'm different.
Yeah, I'm different. You ain't shit me. You different for tonight. That whole year, he was fucking big dog pussy across the motherfucking United States the whole time. Is you crazy? But you was so high level, I'm intellectual. Shout out to her. You was real with me, but it fucked my whole mind up. Like, what the fuck? You really thought, what? You ain't no exception to the rule, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's just real shit. You know, people don't, that reality hurts. I've been in reality a lot of times in my life, and I accept it. Whatever's here for me, I ain't running from it. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't no joke, but it make you as a man grow. You know what I mean? Growth is mandatory, and I still got a lot of growth. I need it. You know what I mean? I want to be the best person I could be. I fight against a lot of things because I just want to be ignorant and do what the fuck I want to do. But as a man, you must grow in all areas if you want to be elite. So it's a process. I'm not perfect, but I'm damn near there. Yeah.
How do you feel like you can navigate your vulnerability without feeling like you giving up power or respect?
Man, the hardest thing for a man, especially a man like me, is giving that vulnerability to a woman, because they weaponize that against you at any point in time they can. So I feel like that's a difficult situation. I'm more vulnerable when I be on camera just talking to my people and being real than with an individual that's close to me that want to know my real deal shit, because I feel like it's dangerous. I always felt that. That goes for friends and a woman you're around. So, because I've been through that and been fucked up and hurt by the closest people to me. Then the people that only ever hurted me was the closest motherfuckers to me. Best friend of 30 years, destroyed my name, had all my vital information and used it all against me. Didn't have no clue this motherfucker's by me the whole time doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that scarred me for life. And then, of course, a woman, they'll go off crazy out of nowhere. You don't even do nothing. They do some shit. You be like, why the fuck? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It happens. You be like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's very difficult. That might be the scariest thing for a man. That is my scariest thing, is to be giving all to a woman and having kids. I ain't gonna lie. Those are my things I always say, because I have no control of that. I have no control over a woman, really. And you think you can, but you don't. And you have no control of your kids, how they gonna grow, how they gonna be for real. You can do your best, but in the end of the day, they could be whatever they want to. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing about it. You got to accept it. Like Dwayne Wade up there with his little daughter's son. You got to accept it. What I'm going to do? Fight it? I'm going to go crazy. Fuck it. I'm always be up there putting nail polish on too. Fuck I'm going to do? What I'm gonna do? I can't say, it's too late. Yeah. Ain't nothing you can do.
So when your child, or if your child ever reached a point where they were confused and stuff like that, would you support it?
I ain't having no kids. You know what I'm saying? But to be real.
You say you don't want kids?
Hell no. Because of that, I can't control that shit. That shit is, man, listen. That shit, man. I wish I could as a man and had that confidence, but I'm going to be real myself. It's like I know I have control of that. But to the question, would I be supportive? Of course I would have to. I can't be, because in the day, it's still my kid, and I'm still going to love him or her, whoever it is, and want the best for him. And would I be fucked up? Hell yeah, initially, probably for the first couple of years, whatever. At the end of the day, it's still your kid. You got to do what you got to do. And, but you still got to support, you know what I'm saying?
So
I ain't having them. I ain't gonna have that fucking problem. Fuck that.
So at all, you don't want kids at all.
Man, fuck them kids, man. It's too crazy. I think they go like they got these AI women and all this. I'm gonna give me an AI little kid and grow it up from a kid, a little robot kid. I think I'm gonna be able to grow him. Once he get two, give me the two-year-old. Just keep upgrading through the years. I'm gonna do that. Take the parts. Then you take out the brain, motherfucker, right? The program, the SIM card, and he 1 year old, put in the two, get a 2-year-old edition. Then you know what I mean? So it grow with you over the years. That's what I'm gonna do my kid. I think they gonna have that. You know what I mean? They said people gonna marry AI wives and shit. I can't go that far, but I could grow me a little kid from the seed. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, a little AI robot kid. Shit.
One thing that I will definitely say, and I actually I was going through this with one of my family members, but they were kind of questioning whatever the case may be, and my mom had a very hard time dealing with it. Right?
Of course,
very hard time praying over
Oh yeah, the whole shebang.
Yeah, but one thing I did realize was something about parents is, because you cannot control 100% where they go, you can control the environment around them, especially from an early age, right? And one thing that I honestly will have to stand by with my kids is that although I might love you, and I will always love you, I cannot support what you're doing, because at the end of the day,
fuck them up.
As a parent, my job is to try to get you to heaven.
Right. So they can't go if they goddamn turd burglars, huh?
I didn't make the rules.
Yeah, you go. But so I can't have a little demon dog, turd burglar man with me at the house doing all this demonic.
No.
Motherfucker come there, turquoise wig and all that. Hey, Baba.
Yeah, not in my house.
Got his legs back his head getting stroked in.
No.
You can't bring that shit in the chat, because you're doing some wild shit. God bless y'all.
Yeah,
but Sam, you're wild in here. I got to think about what you're doing as a, whoa. Yeah. You're fucking my mind up, sir. Yeah, I feel you. So you gonna kick him out?
No, I'm not gonna kick him out. One thing I say, you will always love, you will always have a roof over your head, but I will not walk that walk with you.
So you gonna set him up with dates and all that?
Hell no. You're crazy.
I mean, you might got a good friend that goddamn.
That's cool. Not around me, you not.
Right, you ain't gonna set him up.
Keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
Just know, like, yeah, I'm gonna always love you and I'm gonna always be here for you when you need me. I ain't gonna shun you, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna hold that flag up like I'm supportive
it's Pride
of it.
Month this month. You don't goddamn walk with him.
Fuck.
You ain't going to pray with him. Goddamn.
Yeah, of course I'll pray with them.
No, I said the parade. You don't have to pray for him. I know you're going to have to pray for him for sure. But the parade.
No parades.
Oh, shit.
I'm not going to lie. Controversy time, like,
yeah, let's get there.
The Pride Month or Pride parades, I've been to one. I've never seen such a perverted parade in my life. There's naked men around, like, and I'm telling you, one thing that I understand they're not all together and stuff like that, but like, pedophiles are there, like, to the extreme in that group.
They can sneak in a little bit more.
A lot more.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why, I be following up with, the LGBT ABC community because I think that they gonna put perverts in there.
They gonna allow them?
They gonna add it to the
I think it's called
letters.
MAP or something. That new little acronym.
Yeah, like minor attractive.
Yeah, some weird shit. They trying to goddamn. They go that far now. We gotta start eliminating shit off this earth. They start doing that one now. That's too goddamn. We done getting too comfortable.
Yeah, God go send another.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like white folks did a lot of crazy things in time, but some of that shit we was supposed to not let be free as much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what it is, but
we need to bring shame back. I'm not gonna lie.
It ain't no shame no more.
Yeah.
And then they got so many rights. Like once again, I'm not mad at them. They can do what they want to do. But look at the power, right? And I'm gonna break this down, and it's so simple. We've been having a fight for the nigga word, nigga, you know what I'm saying, our whole existence, right? That F word was shut down in 10 years. No one says it no more. You don't hear it nowhere, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't call them that. We don't hear it at all from nobody, really, ever. Quick. You see what I'm saying? That motherfucker gone.
Yep.
I just say it all the time. I don't say that shit, not me. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
So crazy. It's just, that's the power of that shit is different, it's spooky. And then they got so many rights, and it's just, man, it's scary, especially for a man, like, for us, because I don't know. I could ask you this, because the transgender stuff, right? Men, we got to worry about that all the time, especially because all the plastic surgery and stuff. So these women be looking the same. You be I done did like plenty, talked them. God damn.
Crazy.
I be sick in the bed like,
I be like, she beautiful.
Hey, Bishop, you ever did that before, brother? Then like a transgender on accident type, DM type, be for real. Because I know every man has. And it's sickening because you be like, no, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So like, do women go through that with like the ones that look like men type?
No.
It's different?
No, hopefully not. But, it's the same thing with the little toupees.
That's what I said.
I be like, it's the same thing.
Right. You don't know.
It's a character. But no, with a woman, if they were, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
That's why the dating pool is so scary nowadays.
What?
Oh, my goodness.
Man,
it's horrifying.
Yeah, it is horrifying.
It's staying home.
Yeah, you got to be cautious.
Can't go nowhere.
Yeah, you got, like you said before, you got to be very intent and concentrated on what you're doing. Especially if you somebody or you on the path to being somebody, you got to already have that initiative. I'm going to be this person. I can't be fucking around. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to the girl the other day, too. She was like, yeah, I be having fun. I got all these guys in my DM. I said, what that mean, though? You're a woman. Like, you think that's cute? You
better not all options are good options.
Right. Like, what that doing for your life? Like, you want to have fun, I get it, but you're talking all this high power shit. Are you really vexing these guys out? Does it matter they got check marks and all this money? Like, you letting these guys just come around, you think that's cute as a woman? Okay, God bless you, but that ain't the way to be.
So other than time being the true test, what are some things that a woman could do to vex a guy out? Because a lot of times when a guy is pursuing, he's going to always put his best foot forward.
Sure.
How does a woman vet him out?
Pray.
Discernment.
You got that.
You got that Holy Spirit.
Yeah, and women, big fast. You know what I'm saying? Sauna, you know what I'm saying? Heated yoga, Pilates, all that shit. Get your, eating the right shit, get your body right. So God will bless you with the right, you know what I mean? And listen to, what's that, woman intuition? You be right.
You think that's real?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, within my life, especially like my last relationship, it was so much bullshit I was doing. And I ain't gonna lie, almost every time she was coming at me with some shit, she was right. Motherfucker was right, how the fuck? Goddamn. Shit.
What did you do? Like, how did you react to the situations? Did you gaslight it?
Girl, what the fuck? You think me? You think me? I do that. I love you. You gonna come at me with that? You remember my motherfucking day? Hey, did that out my head. Behind my head, I'm like, goddamn, I'm doing, call me. Shit. But real though, to be completely honest, all that vexing and all that. Listen, especially once again, if you're dealing with a top level apex predator individual man, which most women want, we are seasoned. We have mastered this shit to the core. We could play this shit to the end of time. We could play this game for years for your ass. Could even have a fucking clue that your ass is in the motherfucking bamboo shoot trap the whole time. So you better pray to God and make sure you're being a good person so God will protect you on this path of the person you're picking. That's the only choice you have. Of course, you're going to go through time and invest. That's all cute. But some of these guys, you know what I'm saying, are top level with this shit. You wouldn't have a clue. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you got to pray. That's your best bet. I ain't even going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all better listen to that one. Pray, girls. You're going to need it.
Okay. So is the expectation to lead in relationships empowering or burdensome?
Yeah, for me, because I'm a very individual person, I'm solo, introverted. I don't like thinking about other people. I got a dog I barely like. Got to think about that motherfucker all the time. But I got the dog, so I have other responsibilities. It's for that purpose. It's teaching me responsibility for something else other than myself. So it's definitely a responsibility. And once again, for me personally, it is like a burden because I don't give a fuck about people like that. I don't care. I don't want to be worried about your whereabouts, what you ate, where you're going, how you doing today. I don't give a fuck. But as a man, you have to be that way. So it has been a burden for me. I'm not going to lie, because I have to condition myself to care about others and another person's thoughts and concerns and what I'm doing and where I'm at and, oh, I did this and probably like, but as a normal person, that is the way you're supposed to be, I guess, you know? So for most people, it should be a blessing to be a leader and guide the person on the right way. And then they give you that trust and they give you that energy to take heed and take them to the promised land. So it should be applauded that you are given that role. And I'm working on giving that more because it's like, I just give a fuck about me. I want to lead me, fuck you. But you can't be that way, especially going to be in a type of relationship, friendship. If you're the one, you know, you have to move accordingly. So it should be a blessing. But for most men that are, you know, individually driven, it's a process to really give that. Because you have to give your all to be a real leader. You can't be playing and halfway in, halfway out, because it ain't going to work. You got to be all or nothing. And it's a process for a lot of self-centered individuals, and especially me, something I got to work on. So it's a burden, but it's a burden that I appreciate that I'm working on for sure. Okay. Yeah.
That's good. When you're in a relationship, how do you feel about you and your woman and stuff sharing like social medias and all of that stuff?
Oh man, it all depends. Like for me, I ain't with all that shit because I got a certain type of job and I got a certain type of interactions I have with people, and you ain't gonna understand all that shit. And then certain people might send me shit in there, and you're gonna lose your mind if you're sitting there looking through all my social media. Even though I can be like, hey, it ain't this and that. It's too much conversation, too much negative energy that we gotta dilute and shit. So you either trust me or you don't when it comes to that. For me, for the lifestyle I live, for the average person, if you're not a social media influencer and in this field, it should be not that bad. If you're a fucking doctor or a regular lawyer or a goddamn construction worker, who gives a fuck? Yeah. It ain't nothing. But for a person like me that's in social media that has interaction with women, you don't know what's going to come.
And women are throwing themselves.
And women are throwing it. Yeah, I get all type of videos, all type of shit. I got to filter it out. But
women go crazy if they look at that shit.
Right. So like, even if I'm telling you, listen to these conversations, how negative it is all the time of these interactions of me like, no, it ain't that serious. And it ain't nothing for real. It really ain't nothing. But I got to keep coming to you and breaking it down. How that's going to do on me? Like, I got to keep telling you. Trust me, you don't. Like, goddamn, I told you. But it's going to eat you away as a woman, seeing that shit. Why she's messing you with this? Why she send you this? Who is this girl? Well, like a little ass kid. Who the fuck you know what I'm saying? You ain't my principal. I got to keep reporting to you. Especially I ain't doing shit. That shit'll drive a nigga crazy. And it would drive her crazy just to see that interaction. So it all depends. For a regular person, who gives a fuck? You ain't got shit going on. This ain't your occupation. It ain't your job. If it's your occupation and job and you're in the field of interacting with different sexes, it could be a problem. You know what I mean? But as a regular person, it should be normal. It should be nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And the average woman just couldn't deal with it. You could say like, yeah, okay, I don't care. But if you know your partner, you know they can't deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, who gonna put you through that trauma? You know what I'm saying? You trust me, you don't. If you don't, God bless you. Let me be about myself and be free. I like to be anyway. So that's how I go. It's difficult.
Do you think that you would be, I guess you would prefer to be alone or without a woman or a wife the rest of your life? Or would you rather, end up choosing somebody?
Yeah, like for me, like I said, I'm talking to somebody now, so I'm trying to be the guy that has a woman and, you know what I mean, progress and do the right thing. But my natural instinct is to be free. Fuck all this trying to understand and recalibrate. Why the fuck I got to go through all this when I can just be free, do what the fuck I want to do, talk to any girl I want to, go wherever I want to in life, right? But I never really tried to do it the right way. So people says it's a good thing. I'm gonna see. So I think it's possible. We're gonna see. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try it out. You know, and if it don't work, then fuck it. I was right to be myself. Because I'd be like, damn, I made it this far. I didn't have no problem. I'm not no nigga sitting thinking about no white picket fence and with my woman and let's go to. I don't give a. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was doing great. But in life, you gotta try to grow as a man and see if these things work. So, my natural person is free by myself to the end of time, just having women come and go when I want to. You know what I mean? No real connections, and unless they cool and they could come every now and then. But other than that, I never thought about it. I never was no person that wanted to get married, and you know what I mean? That shit is like I said, I look at overall, even the people that I see like on social media that have a good relationship, it still don't look that good to me. Don't look better than me doing what I want to do, not worry about shit. That look better to me, my mind, you know, because, yeah, once again, it's that loner mentality, that not worrying about nothing and nobody mentality that got to me where I'm at. So
you tried it once.
Yeah.
You try it once, and it say hypothetically it doesn't work out. You gonna stop trying after one?
Yeah. No, I'm saying fuck that shit.
He said I'm done, one and done.
I'll throw it in the towel. But no, I don't know. Like after one, if it doesn't work, then it's gonna be up to God. You know, it was up to him before, but I really went out my way to see and try. You know what I'm saying? So if it doesn't, then it ain't meant for me to, you know, to calculate it or even try to condition my brain to do it. It has to be through God's will. He'll put somebody on me that's gonna fix, you know, my wrongs and make me the right person I'm supposed to be. If he doesn't do that, I'm supposed to be by myself on some goddamn Hugh Hefner, George Clooney shit to the casket drop type. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers living long. They just said, get to 2030, motherfucker be immortal. That's what they said. I saw a little shit. I don't know if it's real or not. So I got my money right enough. I could get the good serum, and I can still be fertile, run around 80 and all that shit. What the fuck, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Shit. I might gotta start tricking off a little bit then, though. If I'm 80, I probably, you know what I mean? But it's okay. I have enough to do so then. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna just like me for me though, boy. I be roboted up. I might gotta do a little testosterone and shit then. I don't know, about 70. I might go and shoot it up. You know what I mean? Shit, me. But in the meantime, in between time, we gonna see, you know. It's a difficult, and it's not easy. It's not like a person like me. But, you know, nothing really easy lasts longer, helps you grow if it's the easiest thing. So we'll see.
Okay. Roger, how much time do we have? We're done, right? Or I don't know. I feel like we went on for an hour. Roger? Oh, okay. How long has it been? Oh, okay. Is there anything you want to talk about or ask me?
Our last reel went good though. I liked our last interview.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They was rocking with the one when he was like, yeah, I'm gonna pray on all that.
Yeah.
That was some good feedback on it. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel good. I think it's not talked about enough where women need to understand the power of investing in your man. Observation and application is very important.
Yeah.
You know, I think one thing that a lot of people overlook, especially women, is especially in areas like Miami and things like that, you know, a lot of people don't understand, especially women, they want to take everything, very selfish, very like, oh, you know, everything is about me. I should be pursued. I should be taken care of and all of these things. But they don't understand the power is in submission.
Yeah.
You really are in control of the relationship when you know how to be that feminine, soft woman to a man, because a man will see that and value it.
Oh, yeah.
People do not understand the power of that. And it's just like, y'all don't understand because it doesn't work out for you.
Yeah,
you're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right, not picking the right guy.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is very important because the things that a woman needs to have the type of guy they want, they never work on that.
Yeah.
Which is they try to do it once they have the guy. So once again, guys, we've been providing and protecting our whole lives. I've been, most of us is from the hood, so we've been taking care of our mothers. We've been providing for our family, my brothers and sisters and all that shit. We've been doing that. We've been protecting. I've been had to whoop niggas my whole life for my brothers and shit. Yeah. So we've been doing that our whole lives. Have you really been cooking and cleaning and being submissive to a man and understanding the thinking for him and seeing what he needs? And have you been doing those things your whole life? How you even done it with a man for real, like wholeheartedly? So once you get that situation, you don't know how to keep it and grow it because you never done it. So the things you ask for a man been doing it his whole life. The things you need to be to bring to a man, you have never really done it for the most part. And that's the problem I feel like with women is too. They want all these things that they want a guy. We already doing this shit. No. Have you been doing the things you need to bring to that guy? That's where it's missing. Yeah. And that's why women always, then they get fed up because they was trying to learn on the fly. It didn't work. Oh, it ain't work for me. You didn't know what you were doing when you got there. So, of course, it didn't work. He ain't finna put up with that shit. I've been doing this my whole life. Right. I know how to provide and protect you. Where you know how to be submissive to me, take care of the household, all that shit. You trying to learn on the fly. Bitch, get out. Now they mad. Oh, I ain't doing that. I tried before with a man. It ain't work. You didn't know what you were doing when you got there. Bitch. You stupid trap. No, I'll say. So that's what they run into it. They get mad at you and you like, oh, no, girl. I tried that. Yeah, tried. Attempt without success, dummy. That's what that means. You didn't know what you were doing. Yeah. You got in the game and didn't know the plays. You were sitting on the bench watching the whole time. Time to get in. Oh, my turn? Okay, I'm ready. Fall, drop the ball. God damn it. Supposed to go back. No, shit, help me. I don't know. You were supposed to know it. You got the game to know what you was doing.
Yeah, right.
I drafted you. You're on the team. You don't know the plays. You don't know your personnel.
Now you a bad teammate. That's not.
I know it. I'm the coach. I know what I'm doing. I picked you. I got you on here for this, but you didn't know what to do. Yeah. Bitch, get on the team. Now you mad. Fuck them. The coach don't like me. Bitch, you don't like yourself, But that's the problem I see. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it goes deep sometimes. But other than that, how about your path of dating now? I know your motherfuckers got to be coming at you now. You on here talking all this good stuff. I know you got some. Is any good guys? Any good is a situation been presented to yourself now?
So I think one thing that I've been running into is that a big thing that I have definitely been running into is the fact that I am just getting to a point in my age where I can meet more mature men, right? Men that are more focused and disciplined, because I'm 21 right now, and during the time that I've been growing up, even though I had this mentality, it was a very awkward stage between men my age and myself because they didn't have the same mentality as me, and I already knew that. I grew up in a barbershop, so I already knew how men worked. For sure. I already knew what was going on. As soon as a woman walked in, what's the weather like? But as soon as they walk out, damn, that ass fat.
Yeah, niggas is crazy.
I already know it.
Oh, hello, Miss Ma'am. Do you need a seat? Let me get up for you. You know what I'm saying? Then she leave, boom. You see how I got up off that seat for her, man. She really fell for that, nigga.
Yeah, I'm going to get that later.
Yeah, then I'm going to never talk to her again, nigga. I'm going to let y'all know how that thing was hitting.
Yeah, but I'm just starting to realize how important it is for, well, not just starting to realize, but I'm just starting to get into positions where I'm able to understand that, when it comes to a man, being a good man is not everything. Yeah. You have to have a type of connection with that person. That's why I say, well, a lot of people come to me and they say, oh, I'm just nice. I'm just, I'm a good guy. Why don't I deserve, whatever. Well, unfortunately, we don't get along. Yeah. Like, I do a lot of stuff. I have so many hobbies because when I'm lonely, I don't go to relationships. I go to hobbies. I learn new things. I learn how to make more money. I learn how to paint. I learn how to snowboard. I learn how to, go somewhere. I learn how to camp, how to, do whatever the case may be. That's tough. And a lot of people don't understand that I need a best friend in my partner. Yeah. I need somebody I could look at and laugh with after our argument. Yeah. Things important. Like that is so important. And unfortunately, just being a good guy, sometimes a lot of guys got stamp cards and be like, oh, I was nice to you this amount of times. I deserve some pussy.
For sure.
No, the fuck you don't.
Yeah, they be wanting that. They want that pussy. They been nice. I'm gonna get a little taste. I was nice. Can I get a little smell? Can I? Shit, I was a nice guy. Was I nice to you?
Yeah,
Can I get a little bit of head?
Yeah, but it's intentionality to me.
Yeah.
It's how much do you fear God? Like, Because I ain't gonna lie, at the end of the day, I'm not looking for a partner just for myself. I'm looking for my future children.
That's heavy right there.
Yeah.
Generational understanding.
Absolutely. I'm looking for, okay, how are you going to raise your son? How are you going to raise your daughter? Do you have enough discipline and respect to I want to see that kid watch you, whatever you do, when you're mad, when you're sad, and all your seasons.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, that's heavy.
So just thinking about, he's cute, he look good, he can have my kids. That's not all.
Facts.
That is not all. Because at the end of the day, when you in the hospital and you crying and all that stuff, is that person going to take care of you?
For sure. And the tide turned quick once they did that too. Because, all that sound good until you really do that now. I don't mean to, disrespect nobody, but let's be real. Like with the DDG and the Halle situation, right? Mm-hmm. That was looking so good at first. You got the goddamn Little Mermaid. You were an influencer. Nigga, I know what you was doing. I know the play. She around Jay-Z. She with Jay-Z, Beyonce, nigga, I'm in the game. Let me see that up. Not knowing she's motherfucking crazy little motherfucking goddamn. She ain't playing around, nigga. You want to still play around. Thought it was sweet. Now you can't go nowhere. You got the kid, brother. Because you thought it was a sweet situation. But that's life right there. So guys got to pay attention to that. Women do too. You know what I mean? Just because shit look good on the outside and you trying to expedite the situation, lock it down, but you got to deal with the rest of your life. Absolutely. So you got to choose wisely, have that discernment, and really learn it. Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I see what you're doing. Keep it going. Stay consistent.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And, people fuck with you. You know what I mean? So keep getting your message out. Give them that real shit,
Absolutely. You too.
Thank you.
You too. Hey, the organic stuff, a lot of people don't understand how important health is.
Oh,
health is wealth, for sure.
Yeah, they don't understand, because people see me like, oh, you 43. They be like, how you, nigga, because the shit y'all just learning, I've been doing it my whole life. It really counted this entire time. So, like, I planted those seeds early. So that working out, that, drinking water, eating fruit, that shit is vital. Like, I want people to be organic. And of course, being yourself is another thing that keep me the way I am. So I could be by myself and be happy because I really love me. I really cultivated myself for myself. Yeah. Now, thank God the world understood me, and that's a blessing. And fuck people that don't. A lot of people don't understand me, and that's okay. I'm the one. And I've been cool my whole life, so I know I'm right. Who the fuck are y'all? I've been in this earth this long, been walking this earth, been everywhere. No one ever played with me. Everybody gave me praise. So I can't let no internet, change my mind. It never can. I know what it is for real. So, and I know what I give to people. And it's a blessing to be myself, and it's a blessing to see others grow. That's what it's for. It's bigger than me. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So keep encouraging these women to be great. They need more women like you out here. Absolutely. It ain't too many. And if more women got that type of mindset, they'd be better off. They'd be less complaining and shit. You know what I mean? They can really and choose wisely, of course, and understand shit happens. Be accountable. I thought it was the guy. Ain't. Boom, let me recalibrate my picking scheme. Motherfucker wait till they 40 and be like, man, ain't no good men out there. You been picking the same type of guy and a different type of motherfucking exoskeleton this whole time. You ain't never recalibrate your pickery. Yeah, you ain't take this out. Let me put this. You never. You know what I'm saying? Same Connect 4 move. Bitch, I know you come right here. We put that red right there. You been going black. I know it. You ain't go over here, put one way in the corner. There, bullshit. Switch it up. Yep. Damn, you idiot.
You gotta be a wife before you become a wife.
Can we be a wife before you motherfucker become a wife, baby? Can y'all do that? Once again, y'all ask for providers and protectors. Psych, y'all don't give a fuck no protector. Nigga never protect you, never give. When did that nigga protect you? Stop lying. You want a provider. So they say that. Boom. But are you doing all the submissive stuff, taking care of the household and all the miscellaneous things? Have you been doing that? Have you done that for a man and with a man? Oh.
No.
Don't want to either. Yeah. Oh, I gotta sit in the house all day. And just, you wanted to see niggas? I want you in the house, don't do shit. Clean, cook, shut the fuck up. Suck the dick, open that pussy up all type of ways. I want that every motherfucking day. That what you signed up for. You want a real boss that went down the fucking history of be a 1% of 1% individual. This is what the fuck you signed up for. Oh, you didn't know that, huh? Oh, you just want the money part. No. You finna shut your ass up, make these pancakes, motherfucker, change them diapers, hit me vacuum that motherfucking floor, bitch. You gonna dust the motherfucking curtains every day, and I want a hot goddamn Sunday, every Sunday, motherfucker, with the cherry on top with motherfucking goddamn with nuts. Whipped cream. No, why you forget the big cream? Bitch, I'm out here working all day, getting this money. You forgot to put whipped cream on my Sunday? Bitch, get out. No, but that's what you signed up for. You know what I mean? But they don't know that. So you better choose wisely.
Absolutely. And where can they find you?
Mr. Organic. Make sure on all platforms you put Mr. Organic and put that with a K. Organiclifestyle.com. Get that clothing. I got a new drop every month. The new one's coming in a week from now. World Domination. Make sure y'all pick that up. Also, what else I got going? Of course, the podcast, Organically Speaking, on all platforms, from Spotify, all streaming services. And, of course, YouTube is Mr._Organic. Instagram, you know what it is. TikTok, Facebook, all of the above. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the God. I'm here for you people, man. Damn.
Absolutely. All right, guys. It is a wrap on the Achilles Heel podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys later.
Damn.